What we're going to discuss now is making the reverse side, and this is the front side. What we will discuss now is taking the ribbon. Do it like this, then it goes like this, and we have stitched it up properly.
Thank you for watching. Then we stitched it up nicely on the front side.
After it has been stitched
Take
up,
out our liner.
As for the liner, it should also be facing right side up.
Like this.
Then we stitch it up properly.
Then trim it here a bit.
Then flip it out from this side.
So now,
we simply take out our clothes. First, we take out this thick piece. For the thick slice, we align it face to face.
after facing each other, we stitch it like this.
Then, if we talk about our rationale, it's the same operation. Then, once the stitching is complete,
We can press a clear line here.
You can also choose not to press it based on personal preference.
Once we finish the back piece,
We take out the front piece
and the pocket.
Pocket sayings we are depicted on this reverse
Then
we are
side.
together
We
with
will
you.
face
the front
After
side.
we
face the front side,
leave a
reverse opening.
Then
This
here.
is how we proceed. Sew it using the
Then
machine.
trim it
slightly. Turn it inside out.
Then
from
regarding
here.
this, we can directly place our pocket.
Just place it at the point I've marked. We will just directly later. We will apply a layer of
We
bright
can also
line
just
on
do it here. Sew a decorative line on it. then we can. In this step,
we can sew now. You can also wait until the clothes are ready to sew. Then everything here is fine. Then we can sew the front part. The back part can also be sewn. It all depends on personal preference.
next we need to manage all these wires.
We have secured them all. Once secured, we take out our bag. Speaking of the pocket, we will initially put it on top. Draw a clear line on it.
After we've pressed it down here, we will place it on.
This is our marker point.
Then we draw a line over here.
Then we will also press the other one.
After both are well pressed,
now we align the front of this piece with the back piece. Align the fronts and sew the edges together. Then we will perform the same operation for our lining.
when we sew sharp lines,
we shouldn't sew everything completely. We can stop sewing at this point. The same applies to this side as well. Don't sew everything completely. Isn't everything going to be trimmed in the later stage?
and now both shoulders are sewn neatly.
And our lining is also sewn neatly. Regarding our lining, we also need to make sure it is symmetrical. It's right back here.
One is over here.
One is over here. So we also need to pay attention to this. And this shoulder area is also an intersection. Then what you mentioned pertains to the words at the front connect to those at the back. Then it also creates an intersection.
Now what we're discussing is bringing out that collar.
Regarding the collar, we handle it like
Next,
this.
just press down here.
First, let's secure it.
Then, after we finish sewing it,
We are facing each other directly.
Once we're facing each other, we'll secure it again. Once it's secured, we just sew it together. We just start from this part and then sew it like this to here. Then sew along this line. That's what we are drawing.
We are not like paper.
This is where our line is. We will mark it here.
We have also completed this part
Then
here.
we will seam from here to here.
Then we will also seam the sleeves here this way.
Then seam it this way. These are the people who listen attentively here.
That's just how we are. We are just about this.
Your
money.
mom, everyone is trying.
We're just passing by.
My opponent, young too. It's right here. Then after we finish both sleeves,
we just need to trim it a bit. And we also need to trim this side a bit. And after we have trimmed everything, it will look like this.
and we also need to trim this part a little.
And then take the tweezers out from here.
Then turn it over. Then this is how it looks after we turned it over.
Then we'll all iron it.
Iron it.
This is a key point to note. After we've translated all of this, but we don't need to translate this part
Right here. Just this step, just this item.
We're not going to flip it over right now. We don't want to deal with it, and that's how it goes. And then we flipped it over in other areas, and then give it a quick iron. So the overall effect looks like this.
So this is how we are now.
We are at the front. We are just facing each other like this. Make sure to look clearly. That's the way it is.
Face to face.
After facing one another.
It looks like this now. It's just like this. Then there's this part. It's the part we haven't translated. So we just do this. We are in between.
From middle to middle. See? This is how it works.
We take out the needle.
Secure it here for a moment.
Then secure it properly.
This is how it is. After securing it in place, we will sew from here to here.
Here. Sew from this side like this.
Sew to here.
You only need to sew to here. Then on this side,
wait a moment. I will do it separately
sew like
again.
this.
So now we're going to, first we will sew this surface.
We will sew it like this. And here we will
just sew it together. Then we are here to sew. This piece of clay.
Then the clay piece is the same.
At first flip this towel over to this side. We take it from the mud piece. Flip it to that side.
Then just flip it like this.
After flipping it over, it looks like this.
If we feel that
if it's difficult to sew, draw a line on it.
Then we will do the same now.
It's right here. Sew it to here. If this step is completed, be careful.
We need to pull a bit here.
To avoid pulling on the fabric. It's been pressed in here. So when we are sewing, we need to pay attention.
This edge.
And check to see if the fabric is things like pressed.
If there isn't any.
We just start sewing it up.
And then just this part.
It might be a little troublesome. When we sew by ourselves, just pay attention to it, and it's okay.
If you think.
If it's hard to sew here, we can place this here, trim it a little more, a little bit.
But not too much. Can be trimmed in.
About 2 millimeters. This way, it will be easier to sew.
After cutting it.
It's just like this.
And here is what it looks like when it's done. We just, on this side, this path here, we
managed to reveal it.
Then after flipping it over, it looks like this here. If it feels like this here.
If it's uneven, when we are inside, we can slightly adjust a little bit more.
Then if that's the case.
It's just like this.
If that's the case.
We can also draw the outline here. You can also opt not to press the highlighted line. This is the effect it creates. Then just don't press. This is how it looks.
Now this.
When it's not done properly, we are here to patch things
side.
Up. Regarding the side, this is how we do it. It's also facing each other.
Facing each other.
Then we fix the middle. Let's secure this part.
After securing it,
we'll proceed like this.
Sew it into one whole piece. Then on the other side,
We'll also do it this way. After it's done, we're just going to open this up. Let's open it.
Once it's open,
this is how we proceed.
Fold it in half.
Fold it in half.
That's it.
Then we give it, iron it a bit.
Now both sides have been sewn together.
They have all been successfully After the stitching is done, we are right here. Press down a line of
That's
visible
how we do
stitching on it.
Push it over. Where to? Go. So,
Okay.
I then, after securing the main stitching well,
We are here to sew this crotch piece and this pant
first
leg.
of all, just place the fabric like this, then sew it together like this.
Like this.
After sewing this part here, we'll turn this part over again. It's the same if you turn it over here. We are stitching it together here, then both of them are stitched together. Then we turn it to the front. Turning it to the front looks like this.
Then about this crotch fabric, we still have the outer fabric.
The outer fabric is folded back. Then about our lining fabric.
It is just folded forward.
Then the top fabric is like this now.
It just goes to the back.
Then the lining is like this, crossing towards the front. After forming a cross, we can iron it here. After ironing it,
we just fold our pant legs.
Just tuck them inward. Just fold them inwards. After folding it,
we also need to iron it a bit.
After it has been ironed, we then take out our scale.
We also fold it in the same way for the scale, but we don't fold it this way. We do it this way.
And after folding, it looks like this. Then we iron it all. Enabled, we don't do it this way.
Nobody has an own house.
It seems like no one has a family.
Because it originally involved the military.
I no longer mind. This is actually not this one. And now, regarding the two pant legs,
They are both sewn up. After they are sewn up, we can place this curtain in the front. It can also be placed inside.
then regarding the cuffs,
we prefer to press the visible line. We can also press a visible line.
This is how we flip it over. After turning it over, we can simply sew it around like this.
Then sew on the invisible seam. Then we're finished making this garment.
This part can also look then regarding our long pants.
The way the ribbon is made is the same. Then we recorded it again. In any case, just sew the two pieces together. Previously, it was stitched as the long pants are sewn with two seams.
Then we sew the collar together.
After that, we move on to the pants step. The pants step means we first sew the side seams together. After the side seams are sewn, we sew the ribbon onto the pant legs. We just press it onto this line. I'm using 4 millimeters here. Press it onto the line. Then remove a seam. Then go back and remove another seam. Then press this one down as well.
So now it is all sewn up.
Just sew the other side properly.
The next steps will be the same.
I haven't recorded it again here.
Now, let's start making this skirt.
For the skirt, we will take out the two back fabric pieces. We will position them face to face like this. Align the front sides and sew the seam well.
And then what you referred to is the same operation. Then after we sew the seams,
take out our collar. For the collar, we draw on the reverse side. After we draw on the reverse side,
it's just facing us directly. And then we sew it this way. Then we add that seam here if we really need to. If we do it using other methods,
we just need to add a seam allowance here ourselves.
Usually I don't add it.
Just sew it directly.
Then just trim it.
So we only need to add one here.
Then we sew the other collar together.
Then we will trim it. Then we flip it out from here.
Then we are sewing this part in the middle. We sew it together like this.
Then it's trimmed out just like that.
Now, everything has been laid out.
After it's turned out, it looks like this.
And here,
we can add that lace on the side. You can also do without
then
decorations.
we just place it here directly. If it's placed here,
we won't add decorations. We just directly create a name line. If we need to add decorations,
then we can do it from the start.
Place the lace inside and clamp it
or
together.
We can apply lace to it now.
And that's perfectly fine. Look at these preferences.
Then, once everything is secured, we take out our lining.
For the lining, we align it face to face.
After aligning face to face, we will sew it from here. Then sew this part up. Now,
We have already sewn it all together. After it's sewn up, we will just trim it a bit.
then trim it a little. We will flip it out from here. Then after we flip it over,
This is how it is.
then we will iron it.
After it has been ironed, we are here to stitch this side.
Regarding the side, we are now folding it this way.
Fold it in half. We face each other directly.
Just like this. Then secure it in the middle. Then we will sew it down like this. Then after it has been sewn up, we just open this up. After opening, we iron everything.
Then we fold it down like this. After folding it down, this is how it looks here.
Then we'll iron everything out. Then we do it this way on both sides.
After folding it and ironing it properly, then we'll open it up like this again. After we open it up like this again,
Here we are. That's how it is. We just wrap it inside.
after wrapping it inside, we just look for an opening. We can leave the reverse opening in the middle. We can also leave it on this edge. If we leave it on the edge, we're starting from here now. We will start to sew a line. We stay in the middle. We sew from here to here. Then we cut the thread.
Then we sew back from this side. Then after we finish sewing here,
Let's start by flipping it out.
then after flipping it over,
Iron the bottom a bit. Then based on what we started with,
which are the two lines drawn here. The two lines that were drawn.
we are sewing it right here. The thread I'm using here is 3.1.
Then it will be sewn up here. Then after it's sewn up,
we will pull this baseline.
Let's first bring in that outer line. Pull it in. Once it's pulled in,
then we will pull this baseline. We tighten it up.
If you're pulling, be a little careful.
Don't break the wire by pulling
Then just
too
pull
hard.
a little.
Then you can tell it's pulled enough. We simply tie it up to secure it.
Then if we pull on the other side,
after we have finished pulling, we need to make a comparison to check if both sides are of equal length.
if they are the same length,
then we can tie it to fasten
if
it.
not,
we need to keep pulling
or loosen it a bit if it's the same.
Then we have finished making this skirt. And then this reverse buckle. In the later stage, we can use that hidden seam. We sew it together, or we do it directly. It's just like this here. Draw a line over there.
And finally,
we are just putting this on the back. Then we add this snap button to it.
Here,
we can also add something
like
ourselves.
some decorations.
Next, if we want to layer with a ribbon, this is the step where we do the stitching. We will draw the line ahead of time on this edge. After drawing the line, we arrive at this point. Then we will also draw a line on this side.
After this point,
when we are suturing, it means we have crossed this area. Now we are exactly sewing to that line. Then regarding the spacing of this just suture, avoid letting it be completely
then we
ruined.
simply sew it back together. Just sew it to the middle of this line.
Right here in the middle.
Just don't cut the seam based on the normal stitching distance. After the sewing reaches here, then we press it down here. Pressing it over means it will also be pressed here. Then we can also secure it at the top of this dome.
Secure it with a piece on top.
It doesn't necessarily have to be fixed.
It varies from person to person.
Once you've sewn to this point,
then we can begin the regular stitching process. Then go back one stitch, press it down,
then sew normally.
After you sew to this side, it has the same effect as the previous sewing machine stitching.
And now it's all stitched up.
If it's stitched well, you just take out the needle to fasten it slightly. Just secure it like this. After securing it, we indicate our reference. And sew down from here.
If you follow my ribbon method,
it means just pulling it all the way out.
Directly pull the thread to fold.
Just sew to the point below.
Then sew along the thread on both sides. And then once it's sewn up,
Isn't there a hole here at the bottom? It's just that when we first started stitching, just passed over here, then we just take some thread, we bring it over here.
Then we head up from this side. Then just come down from here.
Then you can turn around and fold it as you like. What we're going to talk about now is for the headpiece. We will first make this hair accessory. Then draw on the back. Then we will position the front. After positioning the front,
We sew a line for it like this.
And then from this side,
Then sew a line for it.
then after we finish here, we just trim it a bit. Then we cut it off from this side. If we cut it off, we can apply edge sealing. We can also choose not to apply it.
Then after trimming it well,
we will then flip it out from this side and from here.
After we unfold it, let's give it a little twist. Then we will take out this fox knot from above.
Then we twist a reverse loop here. Then we sew around like this. Then once we finish sewing, we will also trim it. Then turn it out from this side.
Then now, after flipping it over,
here we can use the long needle method. It's this gap. Or we can directly create a small line. Or directly apply a circle. You can also apply visible thread. And this depends on personal preference.
Then we now take out our hair-like mushrooms.
If we don't need to use the hair-like mushrooms, when we first started sewing, we leave an opening in the middle to turn it inside out.
Then we insert some lace or ribbon here.
Then we secure it with the front sides facing each other.
This means we now have a ribbon here.
Then we can tie it up like this. Later on, just tie a fox knot. Then we won't need to use mushrooms. And this is also based on everyone's opinions.
Then what we need to do now is to insert this. If it is inserted,
because I have left some cloud volume everyone's here. Mushroom cultivation using that small cloth paper then size. Twist this part slightly, then it might be a bit unclear here. If you prefer it to be completely smooth and even, then we will cut about 5 millimeters off this side. That means 5 millimeters.
And now we have the
side.
wire here.
We just leave a bit here at this port, and this part is the same. Then take the one wrapped with that port. We simply wrap it around.
And then we have half of it on the fabric.
Half of it goes on this mushroom.
Then you need to press firmly when applying it. If it looks like this, it's properly stuck.
Then stick the other one on in the same way. Once both are stuck on, it looks like this. Then we take the upper half out. Regarding the upper half, we just like it. No matter where it is, this side is good. Then we just make a cut like this. After making the cut, we can secure it with a needle. It doesn't have to be fixed. This doesn't matter. Generally, it won't fall off.
Then let's tidy it up. Put this on top.
Or you can put multiple lines above this. Then we can cut it based on personal preferences.
Then it's finished with this mushroom.
Then we can also shape a wire inside. This way it can take on a shape.
Then just mix and match as you like. Okay,